This conference will now be recorded.
So here now it shows uninstall was successful. So let me close it and get back to here. So now you could see I don't see any output for Python. When I type Python, there is no output because 3.11 is uninstalled. So now let me reinstall it. So the same web page, you have to go to downloads and then click on Python. So this got downloaded and I'm opening it. So it shows install now option. Now you can see there is no uninstall option because I don't have 3.11 in my system. So it's not showing the uninstall. Now the important step is that you have to click on this, check on this checkbox, add python.exe to path. So this is important. Please don't miss this out. Check this and then now click on install now. So let me close and I'm going back to the Windows PowerShell terminal. So I'm tapping Python again. So now it shows Python 3.11 and it goes into this is called REPL, REPL. So R stands for read and E is evaluate, edit, and P is for print and L is for loop. So here, whatever we type, we get output, but we are not going to code any Python program here. This is just to run the Python program or run some command to know the result of the command, but not for writing the whole length code. So this is called REPL. We are inside Python REPL now. So to get out of Python REPL, I have to give quit or exit. Let me give quit. So here it now shows this error. So it is telling open and close bracket is expected, and then after that you have to press enter, return or exit. So let me give quit. So it got we went outside Python REPL. Again I'm going inside it. So instead of quit you can give exit also. Again the open and close bracket is mandatory. So we are out of Python REPL. We are inside the Windows PowerShell. So I want all you guys to try now so that we can have the setup ready. Could you guys go and install it now? Guys, could you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you all please open the Python web page I have pinned in the chat and install it quickly because it's not going to take more than 2 or 3 minutes. Guys, why I'm not getting any reply back? Are you guys installing? Because I'm waiting for you people to install it now. So Shreya, initially open you just have to go and search here like terminal and then click open this, whatever shows here, the black color app terminal. You will get the screen, whatever you're seeing here. And
Mm-hmm.
now here,
Okay.
what you have to do is you just have to give Python. Give Python, type Python and give hint.
Well, the installation is not done, I think so, in my computer.
So yeah, let me show here. We are
I'm
going to
just
download.
seeing the screen, empty screen with the Python. That's it.
So you went to downloads and then you clicked on this Python, right? Shreya, I'm now stopping my sharing so that I want you to share your screen. Let me see what the issue you are
I
facing.
think I am blocked for sharing the screen. You have to like let me in for sharing my screen.
Let me stop. So Shreya, try now.
No, I think you. I need permission to share my screen because the presenter need to access. Give me access.
Um, okay. I'm making you presenter.
Sure. Yeah. Are
Okay.
you
So the
present?
Python is not installed. Now I want you to go back to the web page, Python web page.
Okay.
So go to downloads. Yeah, that would work. Both the same only. Click on there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm, could you give one install?
Sure. Again. I've done this process already.
Because I guess you have not given the add to path
Oh,
option.
maybe we have to like give the environmental variable set in the
Yeah,
path.
correct, correct. But it would be good if we give that option because it automatically adds the environment variable properly.
Okay, just a
Okay,
second.
we can install.
Okay.
You can close this. Could you download again? Wait, wait, wait. You have to click on that add button. That is, Very important. You cannot cancel. If you cancel, it won't be working
Oh,
properly.
let me install it again then.
Mhm.
Oh,
Wait, wait.
this.
Uh, on this, add Python exe to path. Guys, this is an important step. Otherwise, you will suffer while writing the Python command in terminal. So now you can click on install now.
Okay, got it. Oh, the setup is failed.
You have to uninstall, I guess. Close this and see if you have closed this. You need not download again. Whatever was downloaded, no. Open that .exe.
Let me just remove the program from here so that it will be installed again properly.
Mm-hmm.
Python launcher, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
Hello.
Divya.
Yes, ma'am, I have a question. If we already have a previous version of Python and we end up installing the updated version without uninstalling the previous version, both the versions are showing, would it cause any problem?
No, no, it will not cause any problem. So now I will show. Even I have two versions in my system. I will show how to toggle and what to do. Now, next I'll cover that. So you need not worry about
Okay.
that. Let you have both
Okay.
the versions. So now could you type Python, Shreya?
Oh, yep. Yeah, this is the screen I get. The same.
Could you close the terminal and open it again?
Sure.
And could you search instead of terminal, search for edit environment variable. Search for edit. Okay, environment. Or just type, yeah, this one. Edit environment variable. Okay. And inside the path, click on the path, the third variable. Correct. Open it. Double click it. It will get open. Okay, so guys, when you install Python, these two variables are added. See, app data, local program Python, Python 311 slash script, and the next one is without script. Both the paths should be added to your system. Okay, you can close it. So this is like verifying whether the path is added. Now, now you can close this and open terminal. Mm-hmm. Type Python. Okay, so here you go. Your Python is installed. The thing is, you haven't closed and restarted the terminal.
Ah,
Only when
okay.
you restart the terminal, it will take the new environment variable being added to your system. So yeah. So guys,
Yeah.
is anyone else also facing the same issue? We can fix it today now. Okay, so let me share my screen back. So as I said, after you install your Python, go and search for environment variable. So this edit environment variables is what you have to open. When you open, you will see a dialog box like this, and here this is a path. So here you can see these two are added. This is only after my installation of Python. Before these were not there because the Python folder only was not there in my system. Now the folder is created and all the scripts are created and the path is added here. Sorry, Kritika. So I'll show it again. So I'm just. Could you see my screen now? So
Yes.
I edit. Okay, thank you. So I go to edit environment variables here. This one, not the system environment. Edit environment variables, and then here you see this variable called path. Open this, double click. It will get opened, and you see these two paths are added by during Python installation. So this folder under programs, the Python folder got created and all the scripts were added and these two paths were added to your environment variable. So because only when the path is added, your terminal will know, this screen will know when you type Python, no, it will go and check if this Python, this word is there inside the environment variable. If it is there, it will go to that particular path and then execute a Python executable file. Only then you will get this REPL. Okay, so until after you type Python, it goes inside Python. Now the Python is what executing, not your Windows. So whatever type here from here, it's only Python, purely Python, not your Windows. So here, let me type something randomly. So it says that this word, the string is not defined. So Python can accept only the commands which is already defined, which is already given under Python documents. So that is what we are going to learn to code in Python. And let me give 1 plus 1, it gives output. So to come out of this Python, I just have to give quit, open and close bracket, or exit, open and close bracket. So here we are. Now, let me. Okay, so as Divya asked, I have two versions of Python in my system. One is Python 3.11 and also Python 2.7. So here, I was actually using Python 2.7 back, and now I started using 3.11. So both are there. I haven't uninstalled 2.7. So let me show. If you have both the version, it is not going to create any problem. But when you type Python, it will show which version it is going inside. So now we are inside 3.11, right? When I give Python, it shows Python 3.11. So by this, you will get to know which version you are inside. Always it will choose the latest version available in your systems. So here I have given Python. Instead of Python, I have to give py hyphen 3. So here again it is going inside Python 3.11. Let me exit this. Now pi hyphen 2 because I have 2.7, so I'm giving pi space hyphen 2. So now you could see I'm inside Python 2.7. Let me show a difference because we know in So this page will tell briefly about Python 2.7 and 3. Difference between these two versions. Let me go to print function. So in Python 2.2, so in Python 2.x, this is how I can write print in single quotes or in double quotes. Python space in double quotes I can write something, or I can write inside open and close bracket. Okay, so all these three would work. Let me try that here. So it is printing. When I give print hello, it is printing hello. And let me give in single quotes. So it again prints hello. Let me give inside the brackets. So again it prints hello. So the one more thing with Python is you can use both double and single quotes. That's not the case with the other programming languages. But in Python it allows both. The only condition is what is the opening quotes? No, the same thing you have to give at the end. So you cannot open with double quotes and end with single quotes. If you open with double quotes, you have to end with double quotes. If you are opening with single, then end with single. So now we are inside 2.7 and we have executed all three print function. It is working. Let me go to Python 3.0, 3.x. So here it uses only bracket. Without open bracket, it is not going to work. Let me exit. I'm going inside Python 3. So we are inside Python 3.11. I have copy pasted this print in double quotes. So it is telling unexpected indent. So it couldn't identify what this after print it is expecting open bracket. Since it's not available, it's not able to recognize what this function is or what this command is. Let me give it in. Now it is printing hello. So this is how you can use if you have both the versions. You can toggle between 2 and 3 like this. But you need not download Python 2 because I was already having and I was using Python 2. I'm having it in my system. Otherwise, Python 2 is not required. Just install Python 3 and then we can start using with Python 3 alone. So yesterday we were seeing Python numbers, integer and float, right? We were saying what is the difference between integer and what is float and what is integer. And we also saw addition function that is 1 plus 1. So this one is value. This one is also value. The in between the plus is called operators. So this plus operator is for addition. 1 minute. So these are the operators we have in Python to do mathematical operations, and this is only for mathematics with numbers. So this plus is for addition, and minus is for subtraction, and star is for multiplication, slash is division, and we have the other three which you would have not used in your mathematical usually. One is exponentiation and modulo and integer division. Let's see all the operators in Python. So we have seen addition. Let me show you subtraction. So this is, and let me show multiplication. We have to give star for multiplication, and this is what you see, 2 into 2 4. And then division 4 slash 2. So division you have to give slash, and so division will always result in floating point. Let me give 4 dot 0 minus 4 dot 3 dot. So this is the output. Let me give 4 minus 3 dot 5. Even if one of the number is float, the output will be in float. So you see this. So division will always return float, even though I give both the numbers are integer. It will always return in float. The remaining case, only when you give either one or both of the input are float, it will be float, output will be float. But in case of division, even though both are integer, you are going to see the output as float. And let me show one more example, 1 slash 3. So here it's not going to cut short any of the numbers. Whatever the output is, it is after decimal, it's going to print everything here. It is not going to rounding and show just 0.33. It is going to show everything. So this is how the division in Python works. So the next thing is exponentiation. So we have seen a double star exponentiation. Let's see what's that. Let me give 2, double star 2, and we are going to see 4. Let me give 2, double star 3. So this is like 2 power 3, 2 to the power of 3. So which is nothing but 2 star 2 star 2. So the power is how we return as exponentiation. And then so if for example if I want power, I am giving 2 to the power 2 or 2 to the power 3, I am giving 2 double star 3. What if in case I want to do square root? So in that case what you have to do, 2 to the power of 0.5. So 0.5 is nothing but if you give 0.5 as a power, it is nothing but square root of 2. So let me give 49, 49 power of 0.5. This is how you can find the square root. So the output is 7. We all know that square root of 49 is 7. So that's what we see here. And the next operation is modulo. Modulo is when you divide something, and you this is nothing but when you divide 4 divided by 2, this is nothing but the quotient, which is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Uh, but if you divide 5 by 2, 2.5 is the quotient, but the remainder will always be 1, right? So the modulo will return the reminder, not the quotient. Instead of quotient, it returns the reminder. Let's see 5% 2, and the reminder is 1. So that you can get using modulo, and exponentiation is power. And the last one is double slash. Let me give modulo for 4 modulo 2. So what would be the output, guys, for modulo 2?
0.
0.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's 0. And the last operator what we have is like a weird looking operator, double slash. Let's see what's that. So we all know that division always returns in float, right? If you don't want in float, you want in integer, then you have to use double slash. So it's like 6 slash 3 is 2.0. But I want division. I want to use division operator. I want the output of the division, but I don't want the output in float. In that case, I use double slash. Then Python will convert the float to integer and give only integer to us. Okay. So I wanted to know what would be the expression output of this expression, either it will be integer or float.
Float. Float.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what would be the output of this operation?
Integer. No. Float.
It
Integer.
is in, yeah, because this is always the double slash is always going to convert to integer. If there is a float and if there is a decimal point, it is going to remove it. So usually the output will be 5 slash 2 is 2.5. Since I went double slash, it is removing the decimal and all the data after the decimal.
So in the double slash, will we be getting the only the quotient?
Yeah, only the quotient. Even with single slash, you are going to get only the quotient. But the difference is when I give single slash, it is going to give along with the float 2.5. So here what it does is it removes the dot and 5 after that. For example, let me give 7 slash 2, it is 3.5, or let me give 83 slash 3. So the output is 27 dot these many decimals after the dot, and then let me give 83 double slash 3. So it is going to give, I mean, what you said is indirectly right, because it is not going to divide a remainder if the remainder is not divisible by 3. But what internally happens is it divides, what double slash does is it divides a number. This output is what Python gets. After getting this output, it processes this output. How it processes, what it does is it goes and sees where the decimal is. It removes everything, including the decimal and after the decimal, and gives only the integer format. So that is what Python does internally when we give double slash. Okay. So here, this is a page where we downloaded Python, right? Here there is something called documentation. It has all the detail, like what all the operators we have, what all the libraries we have, everything in a blog manner. So like, mm let me open this. So it has all the guide a developer needs to develop in Python, develop any program or any application in Python. You can have this as a reference if in case you wanted to learn about some method or variable. You can use this documentation. So now the next topic is variable. Till now we have seen what is numbers and what are the two types of numbers, integer, float, and also the mathematical operations. All those things we learned. So now the next topic is variable. Um, Let me give you an example to understand what is variable and what is value. I am going to give an analogy. So consider you have three mason jar. The first one is filled with jam, and the second mason jar is filled with milk, and the third is filled with rice. So now you have three mason jars filled with some thing like a milk, jam, and rice. Now you have a label, and you have a label written as rice, and you stick that label on top of the mason jar. And you have one more label written as milk, and you have sticked it on top of the mason jar which is containing milk. Similarly, you did the same thing for jam. So you have a jar and you have a content inside jar and you have a label so that people who knows they can by reading that they'll understand what is inside it, whether it is sugar or it is salt. So here the mason jar is called variable in programming world. The mason jar, no, which is holding the content, that is called variable. So mason jar is variable here, and the water, jam, or rice, whatever you put inside the mason jar, it is called values. Okay, and then so you need a container to hold some data. So you need variable to hold your value. Without variable, you cannot have your value. It cannot be saved anywhere. So you need a container. So that container is called variable. And now um, the variable can hold all sort of things like in real world in messenger I said it can store rice, water, milk, jam, whatever you want to store in that you can put it inside it. In programming world variable will hold numbers, it can hold numbers, so I can give a equal to 1. So now this is variable, and this is operator is equal to assignment operator, which means yeah, if you are assigning 1 to a, which means you are saving this 1 inside variable a. That means you are pouring your milk into the container so that the container will hold milk. So this is called assignment. You are saving it. So here the variable can hold what all values it can hold is numbers and booleans. Booleans is nothing but true, false. We will cover what is boolean and why we need that later. So numbers, booleans means the value true or false, and then strings. Strings means anything like hello, world, any para, any line, any text is called string, and lot more. What all available? It can store everything inside it. The variable can store all sort of things. The label you are giving, right? You are writing something like rice, milk, and water. You are sticking in on the variable. That is called A. So here you are giving A equal to 1. This is a label you are sticking on the messenger so that you can later address it quickly. Like if you want, if you have a stack full of container messengers and you wanted to know which is sugar or which is salt or which is flour, because everything looks same, so you have a label, you can go and pick it easily. So that's how you identify which is sugar, right? Similarly, only with a variable you can identify what is inside it. So this is the label you are giving on the variable name. On you are sticking on the messenger, right? That is what here A is. So I'm telling Python like, hey Python, X is my variable name. So that is a label. Variable name is nothing but the label I have put on the container, and I want you to store value 100 inside it. So it is not going to store 100 into the variable name called x. And by default, so here I have given space, that is why it's throwing error. In Python, you are not supposed to give any extra space. So now what it does is it's going to save the value into this variable, and I wanted to know what is the type of this variable. I'm going to write type of x. So it is telling it is an integer, okay? So I'm not giving type of 100. Yesterday we saw type of 100, type of 100.0, right? We have seen type of 100 and type of 100.0. It was telling integer float. Now I'm just giving the variable inside which the value is stored. So based on the value what it is having, it is giving me the type. So let me give a equal to or b equal to true, and then type of b. It is going to tell it's boolean because true and false are boolean. It starts with capital T and the remaining are in lowercase. And here we have defined a somewhere before we have defined. Okay, I have deleted it. So a is equal to 1.0. It is going to tell float, and c is equal to. So I have given the string inside the C. Let's see what's the type it is going to tell us. So it is telling string. So let's see another example. So I am telling C is equal to 1. So this is my variable name and this is a value. This is my variable name. This is the value I'm assigning to it. Khaleesi is equal to 1. And then I'm telling dragon equal to 3. So now this variable dragon has value 3 in it, and I'm telling total equal to Khaleesi plus dragon. So now let me give total. So it is going to print 4 because it is adding the value 1 and 3. Because we are giving variable, add this variable to this variable. So in turn it takes the value of this variable 1 and this variable 3. So 1 plus 3 you are seeing 4 here. And now what happens is total, this variable total is having the value 4 inside it. Let me give total start to. So now you are seeing 8. So this is when I give like this total equal to Khaleesi plus dragon, it is nothing but total equal to 1 plus 3 or total equal to 4. Like it's like assigning value 4 to the variable total. Okay. So indirectly I'm adding and assigning the value to total. So since it has already 4 inside it, now when I give start to the total, it is giving me 8. So now again I'm going to give total. So what is the value the total has now? Guys,
8.
8. Okay, it's 4. So here I'm not doing any assignment. I'm just telling 4 into 2. But I'm not storing that anywhere. I'm not updating my value total. It is given 4 and it has 4. Now I'm just using that variable. So here we are giving Khaleesi, right? Here I'm giving Khaleesi plus dragon. Do you think the value of Khaleesi is changed anyway? No, right? Because we are not assigning or updating. Initially we are assigning. Later we are not updating anything to Khaleesi. Similarly, total is not updated. We are just using it for operation. That's all. If I give total equal to total star T. Okay. So now what is the value of total? Any guess?
12. 12.
Yeah, because here now we are doing some operation and then assigning that operation value to total. So now total has 12. Let me do one thing. Khaleesi is equal to total minus 1. Okay. Sorry, the variable name is wrong. Total minus 1. So now what is the value of Khaleesi and what is the value of total? If I give Khaleesi, what will be the value I'll see?
11.
Good. So what is the value I'll see in total?
12.
Okay. So it is nothing but whenever we do some operation, whenever I create a variable and assign value, it is going to assign like this, total equal to 1. And next operation, what I would do is, so next thing what I will do, total, I'll have given total equal to Khaleesi plus dragon. So now in this case, what it does, it tries to know what is Khaleesi. It will go and see what is the value of Khaleesi. It will see 1, and what is the value of dragon. It will see 4. Sorry, 3. So the operation of 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Now what it does, it goes to variable total. It removes this 1 and it replaces it with 4. Okay, so this is what happening in the background. Shaik, sorry, I just saw your message now. What is the question you were asking? Syntax error for hello. Could you explain what is your doubt? Shaik, are you there? I couldn't hear you. Could you type at least? No, Shaik. You are still on mute. No, I couldn't hear you. So you are telling if I give print hello, it says syntax error. Yeah. So as I said, so print is a function call. Okay. I actually we couldn't hear you, but I think I got your question. You are telling if I give print, you are telling if I give print hello, you are seeing some syntax error. Even I am seeing the syntax error because in so here it is a print function, right? And Python 3. In Python 3, you have to give it in open and closed bracket. So you have to give it in this way, open bracket, single quotes and the content inside it, what you want to print, and then closed bracket. Only with Python 2, it would support without open and close bracket. You can directly give print space and then open single quotes or double quotes. This also would work and this also would work. But with Python 3, only this would work. So earlier what I was showing was I have both Python 2 and 3. So I just went inside Python 2 and showed that all the print are working. But when I go inside Python 3 using my terminal, I cannot, I mean, I cannot write this print hello. It won't work because we are inside Python 3. Python 3 cannot recognize this. It always expects open bracket after print. So these are the differences. Okay. So here, for modulo 2. Here, let me explain that. So 4 divided by 2. So what do you do when you divide 4? Let me give 5. 5 divided by 2. So what happens is, um, 5 twos are, sorry, 2 twos are 4, right? And then the remainder will be 1, right? When you do division, you divide 5 by 2. Initially, you will tell 2 twos are 4, and when you give 4, the remainder will be 1. So this 1 is what the output of modulo. When you give modulo, you will see this reminder. This is called reminder. Reminder is the output you will see. When you give slash, that is division, you will see the quotient. Quotient is 4, sorry, 2. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So quotient is 2. So division will give you quotient, but modulo will give you the remainder. What is the number remaining in the division. For example, let me give 10. Not 10. Okay, 8 divided by 3. So here, what would be the remainder and what would be the quotient? 8 divided by 3. Could you type your answer? 8 divided by 3. What would be the quotient and what would be the remainder? Okay. So here, correct. Quotient. So 2.6 is correct, but usually what we do, when you use calculator, right? When you use calculator, you get 2.6 as an output. But when you do manually, you have a note and you have a pen. When you do it manually, what you do? You say 3 twos are 6, right? And then the remainder will be 2. You will not divide, you will not proceed, right? You will not, usually we will not give dot and we will not proceed. Correct. So here the remainder is 2. So now when I give 8 slash 3, my output will be 2.6, and 8 double slash 3, my output will be 2, because it is going to remove everything after the dot. This is like how we manually do. When we do in note and pen, we will give output as 2, right? Similarly, 8 modulo 3. Here you are going to see the output as 2. 8. Let me first give slash 2.6, 8 double slash 3, 2, and 8 modulo 3, 2. But Kartika, I don't understand why you are telling 6. The thing is, I don't know if I could. Okay, let me show.
Yeah, I
8, right?
understood it. I thought it was the remainder first.
Okay. Here 2, 3 twos are 6. So this is where you see 6, but nowhere you are going to get the output as 6. And
Right.
here you are going to see 2. So this is quotient and this is remainder. So this is what you will see when you get modulus. For modulus, this is the output. For division or double slash, this is the output. Whatever you see up, this is the output and this is the output. But what happens usually when you give slash, no, it is going to divide further. It is going to divide until you get the remainder as 0. Until you get remainder, it goes on dividing it. So that is why you see dot, decimal, and some value after decimal. But when you give double slash, it's like it removes all the decimal. Or you can imagine like when you do on your note and pen what output you see. You will not keep on going, right? You will, when your 2 is not available, you are going to stop. So this value is what you are seeing here, 2. So Shaik, is it clear? Okay. So what were we seeing? We were like seeing how the values are stored. Okay, we were seeing how the values are stored and updated. So now the value of total, the value inside the variable four, sorry, the value inside the variable total is 4. It got updated when I did k plus b, Khaleesi plus dragon. It got updated to 4. Now the Python will not know 1 because initially it was 1. Now let me do one more thing. So total R2. Here it is just going to multiply and it will, so now it will go and see what is the value of total. It is 4. So now the Python, what Python will do is 4 star 2. It is going to give output as 8 to us, but it is not storing anything, erasing or updating anything because we don't have assignment variable here. When I give total equal to total star 2. So here in this case, it again goes and see what is the value of total. It is 4 slash 2, which is 8. And now it, since we have it has done the left side, whatever we see, sorry, whatever we see on the right side, it is done. Now the right side have to be assigned to the left side, right? So now it goes and erases this 4 and it replaces it with 8. So whenever later in our program, whenever we call total, the value we get for total is 8. So this is what the variable and assignment and values in Python. So guys, let's end the session here today. Let's meet again tomorrow. So any doubts, any questions? So what is the link you are asking about, Sheikh? Okay, I said initially I was sharing some link for Python download, right? That I have shared here only in the group chat, the first message in the group chat in GoToMeeting. Like yesterday. Link, what link did I share yesterday? Okay, Python link you want, I can share it here only. So here you go. This is a link from where you have to download Python. Are you referring to any other different link? In general, yeah, in general, I share it here. So in last two classes, I don't have much notes to give you because we are seeing what is variable. I don't have much thing to share. If I have lots of data to share, any program we write and I have to share the program, in that case, I write it in a document and I send it to Anita because she has all your email IDs. She will then forward it to you. So for past 2 days, there is no much data, only this link I have to give, so I have given in the group chat. Otherwise, you will be getting a mail from me, mail from Anita. Okay, thank you, Sheikh. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you and bye.
Hello.
Yeah.
A small doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we divide 8 divided by 3, right? So why we are
Mm-hmm.
getting the last digit as 5 instead of 6?
Maybe I have to try it in my calculator. I don't know.
But
Mm,
like this is displaying all the last 16 digits after the decimal point. But every digit is 6. But even if we divide further, we should get 6 only, right? Just I had a doubt. Something happens in the programming.
correct. But what I see in my calculator is some way they are rounding it as 6 to 7 and they are stopping it there.
Yeah, it should be either rounded to 7 rather than
Mm-hmm.
5. Right? If the 6 is greater than 5, so it should be rounded to 7 in the end.
Correct. 1 minute. Correct. It should always be 6, not 5, but I don't know why they are making it as 5. It's kind of weird.
I got the same result, so I had a doubt.
Okay, okay. But
And what
yeah,
is the double slash operator called in Python?
it's called as integer division.
Prediction. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.